if everybody in the community wants something to happen, it can happen. You feel me? Like, we got control of that. But nobody don't know that for real. Like, nobody to tell you, hey, long story short is, I'm gonna help them figure it out.
When you talking to people like Stacey, you know, if she becomes governor, like what resources would you tell her, like, this is what we need in order to make our communities better?
I'm all for the kids. I feel like the kids control the community because the older people gonna die and the kids gonna be older. It's just gonna, it's a revolving circle. So my focus be like the youth. Like, we get the problem started with the youth, and then the youth still helps adults because anything we get the youth doing, we still got to put adults in charge of it and stuff. But I think it would just start from the root. I mean, the youth.
No, that's important.
And that's what I'm on too.
I just want to thank you for coming doing interviews because I know it's going to be a point in your career where you ain't doing no interviews.
I appreciate you too on documentary too. Appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely. I know it's going to be a point where you ain't doing no more interviews no more.
Yeah, it's getting closer and closer. I told him that yesterday.
You told him that yesterday?
Yeah.
My goodness. It's Lil Baby. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Album is out right now. Lil Baby, welcome back, brother.
What's up, y'all doing?
How you feeling this morning, man?
Feel good.
We was just saying it's the most press we ever seen Lil Baby do ever in life.
You came a long way from never talking.
From never wanting to do interviews.
Tell me about it.
To doing interviews with everybody.
Still hard to get me doing now.
What's the hardest?
Talking more though.
Yeah, what's the hardest part about him now?
I still just don't like interviews. But now I like talking more because when I watch the interviews, I'm like, damn, I wish I would have said that. I wish I would have. Yeah. But now I feel like if I am going to do an interview, I'm going to try to say a little more.
Right.
Who's the one person you haven't worked with that you would love to get in the studio with and go back and forth with? If there's somebody. Really? Have you reached out to them or?
Yeah, he could have been on the album for sure. He like sent him the song, like the one, but I didn't feel like I had the one for him. I really want to like get in there with him versus like sending him the song.
He was an Outkast fan, of course, growing up.
Like, I'm a fan of Andre 3000.
But what did you do creatively around that time after that?
It did. I don't really think about stuff like that. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna be like that.
What is important to you when you put together a project?
You know what I'm saying? That's what matters to me.
It's like no matter what you put out, they're going to be like, it ain't good enough. You know that. I saw this video the other day, Allen Iverson was saying, I told LeBron, they love you now, but eventually they're going to hate you.
Oh, yeah,
they've been that long time ago.
I just keep working. Everybody entitled to their own opinion. Not even just my music, but anybody's music. I don't really just look at the album cover and think about the time I was there or something, but different songs on the album put me back in the spot from the last 2 years when I've been making the songs. No, because I don't feel like I just reveal everything, you feel me? It's easier to me. Because then, like, I ain't get on there and just tell, like, this, that. I gave, like, major PowerPoints to get you to understand the story, but it ain't really, like, a breakdown of my life. Like,
the reason I ask is, you know, when I talk to other DJs, whether it's in other cities and other markets, they be like, nah, Lil Baby was here. No, now. But do you move differently now because of what's going on in the world and recession and you know, what's happening with everybody? Or what's your mind frame with that?
All the way, honestly, I'm with a lot of people. But when I just go somewhere on my leisure, most of the time by myself. And, like, I hate security. But P, make sure I have security.
Yeah, they said Lil Baby's crazy. They said, don't worry, I'm good.
Yeah.
You think I'm saying, like, so, like, but I'm saying, like, man, I want to live my life.
Yeah. You worth something, though. You know, E40 told me one time, he said, man, when you worth something, you got to protect it.
Like, I know I could come in a room with all y'all and by myself. I'm alone just because I'm alone. I don't really get portrayed by my friends, though. So even if they was to portray me, I kind of already knew they'll do that anyway. It's kind of private, you feel me? And I can't take you where I'm taking my money. Or I can't show you where my baby mama stay. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, I'll try to mingle. I don't want to kick it and stuff. We don't got to be friends or whatnot, but I still take the time to see if I'm interested in something.
And I'm sure the more you grow, like, you kind of just naturally distance yourself from people.
Me and Corey, we just kicking on some, like, cool shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's the people who you can have a cordial conversation with and it don't be weird. Sometimes you talk to somebody, it just don't work. And sometimes you could just talk with a person.
I think that was one of the most important takeaways from the doc. So with that said, you know, being that Thug's not here right now, how's that impact you?
Still my personal friend.
Mm-hmm. But I'm saying the cars already depreciate with value, right?
His cars,
my cars, they go up, or even if they did depreciate, they like collectibles.
Yeah.
But they don't depreciate For the most part, the cars I buy. People think rappers are broke.
Because a lot of rappers are broke. So,
Yeah,
baby, you are blessed.
I think the majority of artists. I think, but that's across the board.
Because rappers front the most. I just like that you call yourself a rapper. Because you got a lot of people that are like, I ain't no rapper.
Like, it's the people who you can have a cordial conversation with, and it don't be weird. Sometimes you talk to somebody, it just don't work.
Love on the doc, it showed the relationship of how, P and Thug, really, really believed in you in a real way.
It's like Atlanta.
Evidence.
Does it feel like it's an attack on rappers in Atlanta?
For sure.
Y'all making it.
Rise of violence. Thug worth more, not in jail.
That's right.
To
and you.
Stop the violence. But it was like natural, so it's like you just record all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or whenever you pick the phone up, I ain't really fun of that.
Yeah, but like even being in the studio or doing a show, that's a good time to film stuff, just to see the business aspect of things. And when it came to negotiating, like I saw before you were talking about how you get $350,000 for a feature now. And I remember previously you had said it was like
100.
100, yeah, 100,000.
I turn down like 2-3 features a day. Probably not for 350, probably 250. 100 to 250.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Okay.
I even take 200, but I ain't trying to do it. I ain't really trying to do them.
But like just because you have your project out, or you just don't.
Yeah, maybe because like recently I've been working on my project, and I already had enough features out, and I knew I need to at least drop a project before I just keep doing features. I don't think opportunities come in my DM like that. That's why I really ain't looking anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Was there pressure making this album?
As far as me making music and stuff, I don't got no pressure on that. I don't know. It's just I feel comfortable, more comfortable that way. We like punch in.
Is that because early on that's how you learned how to rap?
So now I go to the studio at 1, and everybody else be there at 1. Like everybody hang out in the studio and stuff.
See, when they did that record, they said that they all did their verse, and you was sleeping.
Gave me a verse. Yeah, CG from Kentucky though.
Doug from Detroit.
Doug.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You could just need shit. You feel me? Nah. Whatever the case may be. Yeah, the feeling maybe like.
I saw you with Stacey Abrams too.
Right.
What made you start liking skinny girls?
I like thick girls at first. I just always on some thick shit.
Skinny.
I think I'm on my little supermodel phase. Nah, I ain't say I don't like thick girls no more. I like slim girls now
Did
too.
you either?
Was it? I forgot which one it was. Forever? Different type of record though.
The name keep popping.
Change it to the girl's name that you wrote it about. Well, it sounded like you were talking about a girl on that record.
Maybe several girls. I try to make it like, talk about stuff I know everybody go through. But in love, I don't think I could be in love with 2 people at one time.
Like you said, we could share her or whatever.
Right.
That's fine with you because you're not ready to settle down. So you don't expect somebody to be committed to you if you're not committed to them.
Exactly.
All right, that's open-minded. Some people feel like I'm with you, I don't want you to be with anybody else. Did you used to be like that?
I ain't on that.
Was there pressure making this album because so many people have been putting you on like the top rappers list and stuff like that?
No, I don't think like that. I don't. It's like where I put myself. Like, I don't put myself as the top rapper list or the bottom rapper list. I'm not on no list in my head. So I just got to do what I got to do. That's it. So I don't really be no pressure for real. Only time pressure comes is when I do shit like give my label a date for the album. Then now we got deadlines. But then it becomes pressure like that. But as far as me making music and stuff, I don't got no pressure on that.
What's your process like in the studio when it comes to you putting a song together? Do you write to the beat and then, or do you get like an idea first, write at home, bring it to the studio? How do you work best with people around you?
I don't like people in the studio with me.
I can handle my enemies,
Right.
right, on Never Hating. And so do you feel like part of the reason why you're alone is that you've had a lot of things happen with your friends? Because those are the people that can betray you the most, the people closest to you.
It's crazy. I don't really get betrayed by my friends though, cause you kind of know people traits after a certain while. So even if they was to betray me, I kind of already knew they'd do that anyway. If you understand what I'm saying. So like, I'm alone just cause I'm alone. You feel me? Like I'm just used to being alone. I'm like kind of private. You feel me? And I can't take you where I'm taking my money. Or I can't show you where my baby mama stay. Or I can't. So like that's why I always been like alone, cause that's how I live, like private. But now that I look at the documentary, I kind of wish I would've let them come with me a little more, cause
You're a star, you're a street, it's your life.
For sure.
And when it came to negotiating, like I saw before you were talking about how you get $350,000 for a feature now.
People can't afford them?
People call, I turn down like 2-3 features a day. He like send him the song, like the one, but I ain't feel like I had the one for him. It did. Also that it do well for a long period of time. Like
you know you're at the point now where you've been winning so much they waiting on you to fail. But that comes with the territory. But it don't matter because he keep winning, he keep doing his thing.
Right.
Baby could have came hard enough.
And so when you reflect, like even looking at this album cover and you look at the space that you were in each one of those pictures, what are your thoughts about like your growth as an artist?
Co-produced, what's the show, the BET, the Impact?
Yeah.
Impact Atlanta?
Yeah.
What got you getting into TV now?
People, we got a new little film company.
Yeah.
So I might as well just go and start getting my feet wet.
Where?
Yeah.
And one of your baby mamas on the show, right?
Right.
Did you have any reservations about putting her out there like that?
I mean, I'm not against whatever somebody want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, it was an option.
Do you feel like you, since you come from that environment that needs that kind of assistance, you know how to have those conversations with politicians in ways that they probably don't get from other people?
That's why I feel like I come in at like, it's like a bridge from the hood to like on the politician level.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't want to be a politician or even get into politics, but I know that I understand the hood, or just say the minority,
mm-hmm.
and then I can understand what they saying in politics, because we don't know nothing about that. And I'm saying we as the minority, like nobody explain politics, nobody explain how this works, nobody don't really know that like if everybody in the community wants something to happen, it can happen. You feel me? Like we got control of that, but nobody don't know that for real. Like nobody to tell you, hey.
Of course, the bigger picture was a huge deal when you put that song out for people to feel like they could relate to you and other positive things that you've been doing. Is that something that you felt like was something you wanted to do, or is that just kind of came about without you even thinking about it?
It's something that actually been on my mind the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, so from the beginning, I always knew like this is what I wanted to do, or not even what I wanted to do, what I've been doing. Before I was a rapper, or before I even made it to where I'm at, I always like try to take care of my community and stuff. Now I'm in a position and I can like help take care of the world. I'm with it.
You ever really understand the influence you have with these kids? Like, you know, where you from, of course, your neighborhood, you're a huge influence because they see somebody who made it.
Right.
But then when you travel this world and this country and even overseas, how much these kids really follow you and love you, and does that ever hit you?